Hi, I'm Amber Doran, and I teach drones, robots, and more at Cedar Cliff High School. Technology with drones, robots, and more is just becoming more and more common, and we wanted to keep our classes up to date and up to pace with the new technology. That's why we added the and more on there, so hopefully as time changes and evolves, we can still do more and more with that class. And we want to obviously have drones and robots, but we want to include the different technologies we have, like 3D printing or the CNC machine or the laser engraver, to see how those other technologies emerge with drones and robots to make up the whole concept, whole idea. So we're gonna have a couple weeks where we do things with the drones. We're going to hopefully look at different types of drones, not just exploring one type. We will have a class pack for students to use, so we'll get out, we'll get to fly, we'll get to explore, and then we are hoping to figure out how we can use the remote controls, but also programming the drones. So we'll explore how it's kind of used outside the classroom and how we can bring it into managing it in the classroom. Students will get some components, and they have to use those other technologies like the 3D printers or the laser cutters to assemble the framework of the drone or the robot, and then they implement those components on it and it kind of runs or works or does a goal. So we're hoping that there's kind of a couple weeks where they explore. The students come up with the idea of what they want to do, and then using their background knowledge that they learned in the class and the technologies they were exposed to, they would be able to create their own prompt and then spend the time researching and working through that and then presenting it at the end of what they get done. Yeah, it's usually a word of mouth. So once the kids get into the class and they experience it, like if they have taken applied engineering, then they're interested for what's next. And then I can talk to them about mechanical engineering, or if they see me out with the construction classes, they'll ask what I was doing. So a lot of it is word of mouth, but we're hoping that the pre-exposure really brings it to life, and getting to see the technologies and taking it outside the classroom gets the rest of the school interested and engaged. Right now, we're hoping to bring some of the technologies down to course selection night, hoping to bring at least potentially the 3D printer, or even my department head wants to bring the laser engraver down to hopefully maybe we can utilize it and send some giveaways along. So we're hoping to get some technology down there so people can see what we actually have and what we can use it for. So don't forget to come down to course selection night and see what Tech Ed has to offer between the robots, drones, and more, but also construction or IT or graphics. There's a ton of different things we offer, and until you know, you don't know.